Hello one and all, we are back playing YMIR. We are on the Pig2017 server. I am streaming live on Twitch. So we are going to get back. So you're going to be missing little bits here and there because it is a real-time server and I do play it in off Twitch time. New animals, good, that's a tech that I wanted. Wild rabbits, just all the rabbits. But we did want this tech. Basically allows us to start ranching. 8 minutes. Are we looking? Okay. Let's see, what kind of resources do I have to spare? Right, I got the doctor recently. Yes, that was good. Making new animals, we're researching that. Need to start sheep. I want to maintain at least 4, only in restricted. Right now, my butchers are working on rabbits. Let's see. Anything else? How are resources looking? We can turn off the hoe production now. And get them focused on that. How much free population do we have? Excellent, 15, because we're going to be using that to make a new colony soon. We have wood, we have leather. What we need for a starting colony. We do have hammers, but not really enough. Fine, you'll notify me. It's got a like 100% chance, so we're good. We could improve our ability to making... Oh, fuck me. Just sod off, you damn barbarian scum. No one likes you. And here they come to take my resources located down here. So I've got a defensive zone set up to essentially cover this fort that I've been slowly building up. We're starting like a double wall soon, but I got these assholes who like spawn from the void because no one, maybe except for like, oops, sorry, squeaky ass chair, except for like Kooky right now, could probably like field an army this big, and even then he'd probably be taking one hell of an economic hit. So right now, like, the economy is definitely automated. I mean, war is automated, so you don't have to worry about ping and stuff, but this is a ridiculously large-sized force. I do hope, like, barbarians get some loving in the future, because at this point, this is an invasion, not a raid. We do have about 30 Javelineers behind some walls. These are pretty decent. They'll typically try to strike at the resources, so we'll get some pot shots as they do that. And yeah, I kind of figured log back in and get raided. Ah, the rats. Eventually, I'll have the means to like actively strike out against barbarians, but for now, like, no. They're really just interested in resources. Looks like they're not really interested in like protecting themselves. They took all my hammers, those sons of bitches. Thankfully, we have the stuff that is hard to produce, like food for now. Like in the future, that won't be nearly as bad. Why are you done firing? You keep at that, man. Are you trying to break through the wall? You daft. You don't need to break through the wall. You have fucking gates. Break through the wall. Nuts. So the next raid, they'll have another 50 again because the barbarians spawn from the void. But Did some damage to them. Not enough that really makes a difference. If it was the player, we'd be okay, but... Thankfully, these cost nothing. Four. Disband all but one. And this is mostly just to keep, they really take, yeah, they took all of our hammers. Oh, fuckers. Probably some, like, javelins, all things considered. Really, I just want the javelins inside. It's just enough to defend this force, so... We killed about 20? Yeah, we killed 20, we took back about, like, 2 wood, and that's about it. Oh, it wasn't very nice. Let us see. We do have population growth. That's probably also helped out by our doctor and our community. A little bit of justice here. We're also producing like more meat than we... Oh no, we are actually consuming all that meat now. Which will change as we switch over to sheep. But for now, that'll do. That was annoying. It'd be really expensive just to wall this all off. Also, it's just a lot of land wasted. Granted, this isn't exactly the greatest land, but it's, you know, not the worst land. Maybe the city will slowly just, you know, snake its way down here. Yeah, that might be a good idea. And yep, we're maximum using, like, I don't want to build too many of these, like the gathering huts, because as they upgrade, they'll be able to have far more annexes, like, attached to it, so not too worried for now. Awesome, making new animals. Good, because we need to start that, like, today. You know, just to keep all of our... That's some decent for... Yeah, actually, since I don't want to waste it, like, if I build anything here, it's going to cut into that. So, if I just put some of these buildings around here, like... We'll probably have, like, 2 branches tops. Moving forward. In the future, we'll also have another pasture, but like for now, this is fine. Anyway, we're gonna start ranching sheep. And then we could start a textile industry. We do have slums starting up again, so we will need to build houses, but like got wood and we got stone. We just don't have like a lot of hammer. Maybe I will get another flint workshop. So we do have the workforce for it, so we're going to turn you back on. Our population growing. We have like a variation of 8 more porcos the next generation, so we're gonna have like 8 more on top of this going forward, so that in mind. And we shouldn't see the normal dip, because all we're expanding is our rabbit slaughtering. We're just going to be taking away from sheep that we're not like actively using the same way as everything else. Yeah. You notice the same pattern that I typically use, mostly because it gets the wells like, pretty evenly divided. I don't need that much clay, and we are using all of it, so maybe I'll turn you off for now. Like, you produce 1.6. I have a surplus of 1.8, and we are... Okay, we're using 100% clay, but not 100% fuel. In the future, because I can't into English today. That'll likely change as we start using the peat next door. I forgot to turn off the sound of my phone. I should just mute my microphone when I do the squeaky ass bottle. Okay. We could do some more exploration, but I kind of don't want to. Actually, I'm going to show you basically the world as it is. So I've been actively exploring since the last time I've been on. There's a shit ton of barbarians. Oh, someone joined. Mev, I do not know who that is. I don't know who you are. Acularius treaty. The future will be able to do things such as cool, awesome trade. So I've been slowly exploring Astaria over here. I have dubbed it thus. Alcuth has been telling me that there's something over here. And, you know, clicking around randomly tells me that. Because you can see into the depths of the unexplored regions. There are mammoths here. Capture mammoths. Ride them into war. More rabbits were captured. Neat. I don't really have excess space for them though. They're literally just keeping them stocked up. I feel like rabbits are really easy to capture. Like, I caught those sheep, but I haven't really done much because I don't allow my people to use it. I wanted to keep a minimum of 4 because I have, like, the foresight of wanting to set up an industry for sheep. So I can set up sheeps. But for now, we're going to set them up in a way that we produce more. And I don't want to waste good fertility. So if we see like some solid... These are fine. Because the margins on fertility is far lower. And that is all for now. I think that's pretty much like all I can hold. No, I can hold a bit more. And the thing is we can't really build too many of these two, because as they expand and they get better at doing what they do best, 1, wrenches are humongous, and 2, yeah, no, that, refer back to 1. We're now producing 0.1 sheep. Which is fantastic, by the way. There's not really enough of it being produced that we could automatically switch over to here. But for example, if we did, there'd be no usage because there's just not enough produced. I'm gonna keep chewing through those rabbits there. really just trying to set up the hearing industry, and yeah. Those barbarians really took things that I rather wish they did not take. Well, they also took, no, they took stone too, and I do not have that on at the moment, so we're gonna use our unemployed, get them to mining stone, because you will need stone. Kind of wish I had the upgraded warehouses right now, because then I could just like plop down, you know, warehouses for my building materials and put them inside. Like in the future, hammers are much more easily mass produced, but in the right now they actually take up more time. Like I have my hose stored in here because I don't need like a million hose, but the thing is I don't really have a nice hill fort. This wouldn't really store much. So all I've really done is I've just used this as like a natural wall, so I wouldn't have to worry about this side. But when you look at the terrain map, you see this is that hill we're talking about, and there's no way in through here. That's what those solid red lines mean. And when this is our fortification here, these are our granaries since they require actual employment. They're differently colored, as you can see, compared to everything else. And really that tool is pretty useful when you're trying. We do have some spare wood, so we'll use a bit of it, expand out this wall. Bad. Not too much, because, you know, in the future we do want to set up a new colony, but for now, this will do. Probably take some apples, some hose with us. That way we can get some food, native food production. They do have they have potatoes actually, so no, we should bring some apples along with us so they have like a solid diet. And we can use the gatherers we initially set up to like harvest the potatoes, and we get like the apples set up. It should be relatively good. Like, this barbarian camp is annoying as fuck, and it's got a defense of about 30, so I really just need snouts. Like the first good offensive unit in this game. They're not these barbarians aren't particularly weak enough yet. And then I'm just gonna go like kill all of these bastards. Start with like Gorgostos, Vulum, Macity, and fuck this one, Brogwin, and Sweetamac. There's what, Bronchi over here? Yeah. And those are the big barbarian cities up north, and they will spawn over time as well. They're like natives all around. And I'm just keeping an eye on this one, because I think this is the one that keeps sending shit at me. Anyway, we need copper. And our first colony will be sending back home copper. We're gonna kill barbarian. And right now, I'm just following the fertility 3 for my actual crops. That. Arguably, I can make this go a lot faster if I just decided on that sheep nearby. That might actually be just a more viable way. I do have some free inactives here. If I that up the sandbags, that sounds like an aptly named hunting units, and just, you know, put in about 10. 10 is a solid number. They won't need like carriers or anything. We just need them to hunt down the sheep up here. How many are here? 32. Well, they're not too strong. 133, 62. It's fine. We have clubs and they do not. We're gonna capture and we're gonna use them to boost our sheep industry a little bit here. Our ranching industry. Because there are a bunch of them up here and we have net growth and population, so let's get this rolling while we wait for our resources to slowly grow over time. And if I can get producing like a little bit of clothing, that would kind of help our population growth a little bit, actually. After I start that community, I'll probably start exploring this a little bit. There's a little bit more in the north that I can look at, and a little bit more maybe in the south here. Not a whole lot more. There's not much like further out this way. That's kind of like the edge of the map. As you can see, there's like polar regions up the top. They're pretty far away, so we won't worry about them. But I know there's like a little bit of land over here. Maybe Mercer set up this right here. And Mercer 3 is joining us. He was the winner of the raffle, so once again, congratulations. And I hope you enjoy the game. I don't have anything, sorry, to research yet. Still kicking that sheep's ass. Hopefully it hasn't thrown us a new one. We should be fine. It's a sheep. I say this and they will all be dead. Come on. I want the combat to tick and be over so I can capture those sheep. Jumpstart my industry. Exile industry. Get that rolling. Excellent. Ah, Cookie, come on now. You built a really awesome army. Now the mission is to build an even more awesome army, so we must have snouts. Oh wow, we lost all of our units. Son of a bitch. Sheep are strong. Strong as there is. Fuck. Make mistakes. Damn it. Mistakes were made. Plenty of mistakes. So how many like free javelins do we have? Maybe we can hunt with like 8. Well, you know. Errors were made, but let's make some more. How are we doing? How far are we in the hole? One available job. So let's do the Roman thing and get back at it, eh? Reproduce. More peoples. That should be enough for a colony. Problem is I wasted that wood in that. Rats. Hmm. So I'm not really producing a whole lot of wood. I really don't want to expand my demands on... Like, my population would increase a lot more if I get these, what? 2, 8, 9 houses under new buildings, but I'm also going to be building a colony, so that's going to take away from those. Oh. Maybe I'll start that now then. Like in the future, it will also have sheep as well to produce meat and such, but what does a fishing hut require? I think it requires some javelin. Probably. That being said, let us begin a new colony. The Armored Farmers, that is aptly named. So we need, what, 15 of you? 15 of your opposite. Like 5 carriers, that'll be solid for now. So we're gonna need all my current storage of hammers. Like off screen, like how many available jobs? 20? Ooh, okay. Hopefully that's not taking, we still get some population growth in the next couple ticks. But since this is based out in my colony, we need to, you know, quicker than I currently am. So load all those hammers. Load up at least what? I will take all the hoes. Because I'm not doing any farm expansion here anytime soon. We will take 16 apples, 18. Yeah, we'll take 16 for now. We'll bring along some. No, we won't take meat. I will deal with later. Let's see. Leather. You need some of that. This should start us off pretty well. So, first place I want to settle, that I have written down, is like a 2 copper, some gold, some fish, and potatoes. I think I had that set here, so we're going to go over here. That's 2 west and 4 north. I'd be here then. I don't think this was all that spectacular, so we're going to take a look here before... Oh, make sure we're getting the right spot. This does not... yeah, there's the gold. Potatoes. I definitely think this is it. We have our coast here. I think there was like some good copper deposits. A lot of open land at least. So that's good. So that was a decent sized one. Pretty sure I saw 2. So where was the other one? Was I going crazy? Nope. 1, 2. There's fish and potatoes. I saw the fish. And the potatoes are over here. Worst comes to worst, we set up some javelins and we bring them along. We could probably set up a hill fort here in the future. Maybe this could be like a new capital. Got a nice amount of resources. We could probably make this as the new capital in the future. But that will be in the future and that will require some like rebranding, but this could be a nice new one in the future, and I I want to do one quick check, make sure that this tile is not any good. Because if I can get some wood in on this deal, that'd be pretty solid. Though if I was going to make it a capital, then it would kind of nullify that point. Make that point null. I don't think there was anything to write home. Like, we got some ashes here, but not a whole lot, really. And I'm not seeing resources. Yeah, I don't think this was a really good region. I don't even think there was fish. Yeah. There was not even fish. You can tell a lot about the territory by its lack of fish. Definitely if you're on the coast. So, what should we call this? Wow, yeah, that was a good job. Orders. Settle. Thera. Nah. Don't settle the carriers, please. Not get Thera. We'll go back with Sartatia. That will be repurposed. Future. Armored farmers, you can kind of like go back. I think we need javelin. But while we do that, we're going to go back on in and set up our territory. Get those farms going. Start doing resource control. Resource control. Either that or I am bathing in a swamp of resources. Anyway, we'll probably do some production here of lower level resources. So, for now, we need to... What do you need? You do need javelins. Okay, so I wasn't going crazy. Wait, we didn't bring wood. What was I smoking? Shit, I must have been smoking some good stuff. That being said, gathering camps do not require wood. They just require the good, hardworking orcos. Let's see here. Still some like leftover resources here, so we'll get you working up here as well. We bring in food, that'll be good. Also, if we like lock this in so we're not eating it, that would be just fantastic. We'll lock you in only restricted for now. That should solve the eating my food stores. You are at 70% usage, so let's apples started. Where's some like 3? There should be 3 around here. Oh, here we go. By the water. Let's see here. Where can we get a nice solid 3? Maybe there isn't enough for a 3. That's not good. Bingo. Let's see. Okay. Probably hold what, at least 4 on what you're doing, right? You could probably do a bit more. That being said, we need to get at least water up and running. Decent ground. I'm not seeing any 3s, so this will be a perfect spot to start our village. Just set you here if we had wood, which we forgot to bring along because I am a genius. Let's see here. Worry. Wood. Yeah, I didn't bring any of this along. Bring about 30. And what did we also need? We needed javelins. Needed what, 3? At least. We can always come back for more, but I definitely wanted to get some fish going. We'll bring that up here. Sad thing is there's no clay here, so we can't like natively have a magistrate. Not until we can start transferring resources, and that's going to be a while. Let's see here. So, hunters has captured some rabbits here. Yep. Was there a hunting spot? This is a fishing hut, so that's not correct. But anyway. Load. So, fishing. Fish are big. Oh, we got 2 spots. Probably go back. Set you here, and then we'll probably set another one here in the future. We need 1 more javelin. Good to know. So we've maxed this all out? I think so. There's not a whole lot of free spots. I don't think there are any left. I don't see any more hunting spots. Well, I'm not seeing anything pop up. Let's see. Woodcutter? What kind of free population are we talking about? 9 inactives? That's a fair amount. Enough. Round. We can natively produce some. Okay. Around here, not a whole lot. This is a very wooded area. I'm here for its copper, but, you know, this is bad. And I don't think we're going to be building farms around here, so. Not for a long time. 5.8. 5.8 is what we can do. 5.8 is what we're doing. Leather we'll have to bring in. Stone shouldn't be a problem here either. We'll start managing the resources shortly, but not right now. At least it can produce its own wood, so we need 1 more javelin. Gonna get another fisher pig. We can probably start mining the stone there. That way we don't have to haul that back and forth. We can just, you know, have a native supply there. We don't hold as much, like we'll only own like 32 there compared to like the 128 that I expect to have on hand at all times on my capital. Which has worked absolutely not at all. Wait, we'll probably need a bit of this. Actually, no, we can natively produce this. Where we're going. Start producing. No, we'll stick with sheep. 1 more javelin. Yeah. We need at least 28 at home because that will fully flesh out a complement of our troops. 14 in each one of those Javelineers. This one I expect to be raided on a regular basis, and we won't be able to do much for a while until it builds up its own local defenses, and we can produce weapons at home, send it over, and it can start having a garrison that I turn on and off when I need it. But for now, it gets nothing. It's too new, and we don't have enough wood for that. Okay. Is there any more fish on this map? Or is it those 2 sources? Like, let's be honest, these 2 sources is pretty good. But I'm greedy. And this will probably be like a trading hub. So I'm actually really tempted to make it capital-like. Or like funnel everything here and then use its trading capacity to send it back to whatever capital we have. That might be wise. We can get a pretty decent population probably here. That being said, we need to start managing the resources here, so we need... Oh, what? 2 granaries? Granaries. Would be a nice build for. Like, ideally, this. This is not bad. We will start it up here. One's going to hold like fish, and the other one's going to eventually hold meat. Need to start getting potatoes in. How much are we producing, by the way? We are producing 1.2, and we are consuming exactly that. Concerning. We are producing a surplus of fish. 0.8. How much do one of you guys make? 0.9? Wow. That should really do a... Oh, really? We're not growing population at all? Oh, shit. We don't have water. That's right. Fuck, 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 fuck. That'll do it. Without water, they're just going to... thirsty. That being said, we're going to turn you off to free up working population. We'll turn you back on shortly. I want to turn you guys off. You're not nearly as vital as, like, food and water. Stay on. I'm going to need you. Don't produce stone. We'll get this stone worker reasonably close to copper. Doesn't matter too much. We can always move it or delete it. Not too expensive. But once the population starts growing, we'll start like doing more native production of, say, like, oh, anyway, I like those. Yeah. Authorize plot, and we'll just, you know, keep this only restricted. You as well. We'll move you over here. We're not putting this on 3. Yes, we are. Not a whole lot of 3. I want to be able to put a farm here. Not enough. To be fair, actually, I'll just, you know, move it away. Not tempted at all. This is land 2, right? Yeah. Good. Nordic. Good land is at a premium. Gotta keep that in mind. Okay, so we do have some empties. Like, I'm just moving them over here, and I'll start organizing them shortly, so... So, this one will be restricted. It only allows... And we restrict the... No. Did. Empty. Good. We got hose settled. Empty. Since this is a colony, and I'm not expecting it to do most... We'll just bring in stocks from other places, so 16's fine. Restricted. Sure that this is stored only in restricted, so it should be stored here. Likewise. Fish. Fish will only keep a max of 16 on hand. Make sure it's only in restricted areas, mostly because they're currently overproducing. That's there. You're empty, so we are going to use you for potatoes. How are we doing? Are we producing water yet? No, we're not. That's not done yet. Oh shit, what am I doing? So used to my other area that I totally forgot that we have a fuck ton of water right beside us. Oh. Yeah, because I can do something against 70 raiders. Thanks, game. Ron, your barbarians are OP as fuck. You can just tone those down, please. 70. Well, they're raiding my capital. Son of a bitch. It would have been nice if you actually told me which place they were actually raiding. Well, you're dead. I didn't, Yep, nope. Rip. So these guys are ridiculously strong because they can send out 70-man raiding parties, and no one else in the game can do that. It's kind of one of those things that bothers me immensely. Because, you know, the barbarians don't have to worry about an economy while you do. They also don't have to worry about population growth, and you do. You could argue that, you know, a lot of people immigrate to the barbarian lands, but, you know, why doesn't barbarian lands, you know, these people immigrate to me, come out of the hills? But, like, it's in development. I really understand that, but right now, deal with it is kind of like, I think you need to look at it. Seven is a bit ridiculous at this point in the game. They're probably going to break through the defenses, which, annoying, but I can manage. Oh well, I'll have a well. We have a water surplus now, so that should help a little bit. Probably not a whole lot. We're producing fish and apples, though. Then, potatoes. I want at least 15, because we will eventually send back a bunch to home. Fuck. You there. Get all the fish. It's just easier to deal with warehouses that are already full. Authorize. Restricted. Authorize. We'll maintain at least 32 here, because eventually we will start building this ourselves. Let's see here. I'll use these two to store wood, I think. We'll maintain 32, just be on the safe side, because it's building materials, and you want to have more of those than you want anything else. In case I do decide to do stuff down here. Restricted. Authorized. Restricted. And again, you wouldn't need to do this in your own like real-time games if you do it proper. Like, you play real-time properly, because it's just gonna be a thing. So how fucked are we? Yeah. Oh no, we actually killed some. Like, they still took loot from us, but it looks like they didn't actually break through our defenses, which, you know, if ever was a time, that was now. So we didn't lose out more than I thought we were going to, so lucky us. Restricted. Hose. Yet. Restricted. Oh. And only restricted, maintain stock. 32 should never really be a problem. Population, yep, growing now. Don't have leather here, but we'll eventually like bring sheep here and we'll start doing ranching. Oh, that'll be a good way of wood we're producing here. We won't make more than 32, but since we're not using it in anything, so be worried. This could probably have like 2 more farms attached to it. here. Yeah, so 98. So that's pretty close to 2. We'll probably use this guy to make potatoes. Yeah, can we start making more of that? This guy will be dedicated to potato making. Moving forward. And then we'll start, moving potatoes over. We don't need this, so we can turn that off. How many available jobs do we have? 4. What are non-essential jobs? As long as the food is at 100%, I don't care. Tailors at 100%. We are making more water than we need. Lumberjacks, I can live with you being understaffed. Same with... Yeah, okay, so everyone understaffed are probably my lumberjacks and my miners, and that's fine. Let's see. I will need, like, more ground storages. Actually, lumberjack guys, if you could, like, move yourself over to the miners and start producing stone so I can set these up, that would be fantastic. Okay, so while we let that all set itself up, we're going to go back to our capital and take a look at the damage. Kind of wish it told me what resources I lose in the combat, like when a barbarian raids me, so I have a rough idea how fucked I am. Hello Alex, how's it going? Sorry, I've just been kind of focused, making sure I keep an eye on my people, my porcos. Okay. How much sheep do we have? Only have 1 so far. Need at least 4. We're currently slaughtering the rabbits. That's fine. How's our population? It's leveled off. We still have 12 available jobs, but I think it's because we took away food, so not so bad. We did get rid of the slums, however, so progress. Don't have any hose anymore, so let us turn you off. Granted, we just probably screwed ourselves over, and turn that back on. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty well. I'm not as familiar with Nordic starts. So I definitely wanted to have like a playthrough as a Nordic start. The last one I would have to play would be like the Tropicals, and they're all kind of different. We had like 3 sources of fish here, and that is nice. But we did, however, get leadership recently. Like, you'll see time gaps when I play online servers because I'll be playing them off in my own time. I do make sure I mention that from time to time, mostly because I want you to know why I'm suddenly, maybe in the future using copper. I'm hoping to get copper shortly. Shiny metals. Eventually I'll have to start using my subpar land, but that'll be fine. What sheep? 0.1. We only have 1. I don't want to risk, like, creating another bunch of soldiers and dying towards sheep. That was a terrible experiment. Yeah, shiny. Carrying goods. Damn it, I was excited. I was like, oh, shiny goods. And I don't have anyone who is inactive in my city, so that's not going to happen, actually. Do I have inactives in my other city? Yet. Nope, not at all. So we can't, do trade yet with ourselves. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Shiny Stones was copper working. So settled Sartacha up here, so that's nice. Eventually, I'm going to be taking a quick break and put a cut to the episode. But yeah. We need these in the game. Pointy spears. Maybe they're like javelineers. Maybe. We need spearmen. Earlier. I can throw a pointy stick. I can use it to stab someone. Fish is growing. Our population is growing. All is good. We even have a whole potato. We're gonna start investing into more potato production because we're not really eating the same way. There we go. That was our potato. How much are we producing now? Not probably a whole lot more because that's got a, yeah, one source of potatoes from field. Exploited 0.1 actually, so that's pretty solid. So 6 sources, 0.6. We are still gathering more than we are farming, but as farmers become more productive, they'll be gathering less, but it's still something that they can do. Like, it doesn't make them less productive, so doing that on the side isn't a bad idea. Probably turn you back on. Get the wood production rolling. You'll get workers over time. Start our settlement over here. Slowly build houses. Clay. We don't have clay here. Maybe we can build a doctor once the population grows, and I'll meet some of the demand. Now, because we do have a fair amount of copper sources to work with here. Probably get like, I hope I can get 2 mines here. I'm hoping I can get 2 mines here. And maybe like 2 deep mines over here. Like, I'm talking like annexes to a building, so maybe getting a little ahead of myself, but I can dream. Dream the porky dream. I like how it's got this like grain image, and we have trees, and eventually we'll have potatoes, but definitely not wheat in the Nordic region. Let us see. Yeah, it's coming along. Town going. Still don't have roads. Our Fort Forticus. One sheep. Eventually we'll start slaughtering sheep, but eventually we'll start a wool gathering industry and produce textiles. All will be good. That being said, I'm going to be putting a cut in the episode. To those watching, we're just going to be taking a quick break right after, but for those on YouTube that this is going to be uploaded for, if you want to help out the channel grow, like, favorite, subscribe. Also, there's Twitch if you want to follow over there and see the game live. That being said, as always, thank you for watching. All you have to do is have a blast. This is your host, Acularius, signing off.